Hi guys, I recently got a request from one of you on Twitter to do the starting over tag, and I had never heard of it, so I looked it up, and it looks like you just basically talk about the 10 products that you would get if you completely lost your makeup collection. And that just sounds really sad. It's not the end of the world, it's just makeup, but you know, I mean, when you have a hobby, no matter what it is, and then you lose everything within that hobby, it would be really sad. Yeah. But once you get over that and you want to start back up again, you wanted to know which 10 products I would get. So here we go. Let's start off with, I'm going to do it in order, I think, of just applying products on your face. So we're going to start off with a primer, since that's the first thing I apply on my face. And I would get the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. I recently forgot to wear this, and my makeup definitely didn't last that long. And it's not like my makeup completely melted off my face or anything, but I get little patches of areas where my foundation kind of disappears. Or when I blot my face throughout the day with an oil absorbing sheet, my makeup may come off a little bit more than usual if I'm not wearing this. So this is an instant purchase if I were to lose all of my makeup. Foundation was a little hard because I thought of either this foundation or a BB cream that's a lot less expensive. But if I'm going to invest in one good foundation, I figured it had to be this one. It's the Diorskin Forever, and I use it in the 020 shade. It gives you a really nice light to medium coverage depending on how you apply it. Of course, if you use a dense brush, you're gonna get really good medium coverage. I use a beauty blender and I get light to medium coverage, which is what I prefer. This smells like cucumbers, which is really the reason why I like it, but it does help when it smells pretty nice. It's just very nice on the skin. My skin doesn't break out from it, which is huge. That's another reason why I don't have a lot of foundation options. A lot of things break me out. So if I had to get one foundation, and the reason why I'm only getting one is because I need the rest of my slots, my 10 slots, to be other things. I don't want to get like more than one foundation. So this, oh, it's really gross inside, so I'm not going to show you. I opened the lid and I'm like, oh, no, no. So although it is pretty expensive, I think it's worth it to get a really good foundation. Next is powder, and this one is inexpensive. It's from the drugstore, and it's one of my holy grail products. It's the Neutrogena Shine Control Powder. I've been using this for about 2 years now, and this is my second one, and this is $10 at Target. It mattifies really well. It doesn't mattify my face all day because I have really oily skin. It's just not something that's going to happen. I'm not going to find something that's going to keep me matte all day, but I do like this. It doesn't look cakey. I use a Real Techniques powder brush to apply it, and it's a translucent powder. I kind of have to go backwards because I already talked about powder, but I did want to talk about an under eye concealer, and this is the one I would get. It's the Instant Age Rewind Eraser for Dark Circles by Maybelline, and I use it in the shade Light. I am almost done with this. I'm so thrilled to see that I am almost done, and it's going to be in my upcoming empties video. I'm really working toward that. And I got rid of the sponge. The sponge tip applicator is the thing that I really liked, but I was like thinking it's not very clean anymore. And some of you were saying that you can wash it, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna rip it off. So now what I do is twist up the product and just put it on the back of my hand, and then I will apply it under my eyes, and it's been working just fine. It's a really creamy formula. It really covers everything up, and it's inexpensive. So all around great product, doesn't crease on me, never looks cakey, love it. Next I'm going to talk about blush, and this is the Milani Baked Blush in Berry Amore. I like a lot of the Milani Baked Blushes, but if I had to pick just one shade, it would be Berry Amore. There are some other blushes that I thought may win over this, but I don't know. I just love Milani Baked Blushes so much, so I'm just gonna have to go with it. It's also really inexpensive. I think it's about $7 or $8 at a CVS. It's a nice berry shade for fall, but it's great year-round. That's why I think it would be really good to get for this like starting over situation that we have going on here. Since we're keeping this at a maximum of 10 products, I'm not going to be buying a bronzer. I don't think bronzer is really necessary. I go without bronzer often, so I'm just gonna skip bronzer. We're gonna go straight to eyes. So for eyeshadow palette, it was between this and the Lorac Pro palette, and I thought about it for a while. I've thought about it a little bit more than I probably should, considering this is a make-believe situation, but I'm like, which one would I really get? I want to take this seriously for you guys, and I just went with the Urban Decay Naked palette. I think overall, this wins my heart because, wow, this sounds so sad. I just love it. I don't know. It's just a really good palette. They're all really amazing shadows. Oh, okay. I'm staring at this Lorac Pro palette right over here, and it's looking at me like I'm cheating on it. Right now, I'm wearing the Lorac Pro palette. Oh, it's so hard. Okay, you guys are gonna have to pick with me. So, in this situation, which would you pick? Because I'm having a really hard time. It was really staring at me right now. So this is the Lorac Pro palette, and I've been using it every day this last month, but overall I love the Urban Decay Naked palette, or I've loved it for a lot longer. Oh, it's so hard. Let me know in the comments which one you would think. I think I'm just gonna go with the Naked palette because that was my initial reaction. My initial reaction was like Urban Decay Naked palette, and then the more I thought about it, I'm like, oh, Pro palette. So I'm just gonna stick with this. For eyeliner, this is my new Holy Grail eyeliner. It's the Milani Liquid Eye Liquid Like Eyeliner Pencil in black. You barely have to touch your hand. Sorry, I have swatches from other videos. I don't have to like touch my hand that much, and it's so black and pigmented, and it doesn't smudge. And then for mascara, it was between this and the Maybelline The Rocket. But I'm gonna pick Maybelline Full and Soft waterproof, not the regular formula. It has to be waterproof. The regular formula does not hold the curl of my lashes. I had to go with this because I've been using this for like more than 10 years, I think. The Rocket is a little bit newer, and I can use this alone, but I don't think I can use the Rocket alone. The Rocket only holds the curl if I wear this underneath. The Rocket is good because it gives me a little bit more volume. More than volume, I want my curl to last. So this is my Holy Grail mascara, and I use it in Very Black. For brows, is it a surprise at all that I'm going with the Anastasia Brow Wiz? I feel like everyone needs to talk about the Anastasia Brow Wiz if they're doing this tag. So I'm gonna pick the shade Brunette. I also use Caramel for the inner half of my brow because I want it to be a little bit more natural and kind of like a gradient, so I don't want it to be all too harsh. But if I had to pick one, I think I'm just gonna go with Brunette. And if you stuck with me on my channel for a while, you probably can guess which lipstick I'm gonna talk about. Do you guys know? It's a Revlon lipstick. And if you guessed Primrose, you are correct and you are the winner. This is my hands down Holy Grail lipstick, like, oh my gosh, amazing. I could pray to it. It's so good. I'm not wearing it right now because I filmed other videos before this, and when I swatched Max Rebel on my lips with Milani's Sangria on this side, if you've seen that video, you know why I have like two different lipsticks on my lips. But when I wiped them off, it stained my lips, so I'm just like, don't even bother. But yeah, this is a blue tone baby pink. It's a cream formula, no shimmer or anything like that. So this shade right here is like the perfect shade for me. I just feel a lot better when I wear this if I don't know what else to wear. This is the lipstick that's always in my makeup bag. So I love it, and the crappy thing about it, can I say crappy on my channel? I noticed recently that you can no longer get Primrose in the stores that I go to anyway. So it's no longer there. I feel like they're really cutting down on the pinks that you can get in store, which makes no sense. I feel like pinks are just like the universal lipstick shade that everyone gets, but I don't know. But you can still get them online. So if you are interested in getting Primrose and you are not seeing it in stores, you can get it online. I may have to stock up because I hope that doesn't mean that they're slowly going to discontinue it. I really hope that's not what that means. So those were my 10 products that I would get if I had to start all over and get brand new products because I will no longer have what's behind me. It's kind of like, if you think about it, my 10 Holy Grail products. So if I only could live with 10 products, these are the 10 products that I would pick. Aside from the fact that I may still want the Lorac Pro palette. So let me know in the comments if you would prefer the Pro palette or the Naked palette. Thank you for the request to do this video. It was a lot of fun to think about which products I would get. And although I wasn't really tagged, I did get requested, so I consider that a tag, I think. I'm just gonna tag all of you to do this video. If you've already done it, let me know in the comments or on Twitter. And I don't know who started this tag, so I apologize, but I suggest all of you do it as well. I think it's just a lot of fun to think about which products you would get. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all again really soon. Bye!